The scream came from the ocean. The fisherman almost ignored it. Out at sea, sounds lie. The wind bends them. The waves twist them. Many times before, he had followed voices that turned out to be nothing, just birds, broken wood, or his own tired mind playing tricks on him. But this scream cut through everything. It wasn't loud. It wasn't long. It was desperate. Something inside him tightened. He turned his small fishing boat toward the sound, rowing hard through the dark water. Then he saw her. A woman floated between the waves, her body rising and sinking like the sea was breathing her in and out. Her long black hair spread across the water like spilled ink. She was weak, drowning slowly, not fighting hard, almost as if she had already given up. The fisherman didn't stop to think. He leaned over the edge of the boat and grabbed her arm. The sea pulled back. Hard. The water wrapped around her body, dragging her downward, like it didn't want to let her go. The fisherman felt fear punch into his chest. For a moment, he thought the ocean would take them both. But he pulled harder. With one final effort, he dragged her into the boat. She collapsed at his feet, coughing up seawater, shaking, barely breathing. Her eyes opened. They were not normal. They shimmered deep green, glowing softly, like sunlight trapped underwater. "You saved me," she whispered. He covered her with his old coat. "You were drowning." She smiled faintly, as if that was only part of the truth. When the fisherman reached the shore and turned to check on her again, she was gone. No footprints. No sound. No sign she had ever been there. He told himself it was exhaustion. A dream. A trick of the sea. Until the next morning. That day, his fishing nets came up so heavy they nearly pulled his boat under. Fish poured out, silver, fat, endless. More than he had caught in months. The next day, it happened again. By the end of the week, gold coins appeared in his nets. Old coins. Shining. People gathered on the shore, staring in shock. By noon, traders were fighting to buy his catch. By sunset, the fisherman had more money than he had earned in his entire life. The next day was the same. And the day after that. No matter where he threw his nets, they returned heavy. Sometimes with fish. Sometimes with pearls. Sometimes with gold coins older than the village itself. The fisherman bought a bigger boat. Then a house. Then new clothes. People who once ignored him now bowed when he passed. They called him the sea's favorite. But every night, he dreamed of green eyes watching him from deep water. Then the accidents began. First, it was small. A sharp hook slipped and cut his palm. The wound was deep and slow to heal. The same day, he pulled in the largest catch of his life. He told himself it was nothing. Then a crate of fish fell and broke his foot. The pain was terrible. That night, gold filled his nets again. The fisherman started to understand. Every time the sea gave him something, it took something back. Blood. Pain. Loss. One evening, shaking with fear, he walked to the shore and shouted into the darkness. "I didn't agree to this.
I didn't agree to this. I saved a life. I did not sell my own."
The waves answered by rising higher. Then the water moved. A shape formed in the sea. A familiar voice whispered his name. And as the woman stepped out of the ocean, her smile was gone. "You took a gift," she said calmly. "You never told me the price," he cried. She looked at him for a long moment. "The sea does not explain," she said. "It balances." She pointed to the ocean behind her. For every life it lifts, another must fall. The waves rose higher. "Your debt is growing," she whispered. Then she turned back to the sea. And the fisherman understood. The ocean would keep taking, until the balance was complete. The fisherman tried to stop the gifts. The next morning, he did not go to the sea. He stayed inside his house, closed the door, and covered his ears when he heard the waves calling. He told himself that if he stopped fishing, the ocean would stop giving. He was wrong. When he opened his door, his yard was full of fish. Fresh. Alive. Flapping on dry land. Gold coins lay among them, shining under the sun. The sea had come to him. People gathered again, but this time they did not smile. They whispered. They pointed. Some stepped back as if he carried a curse. Since your luck began, one man said quietly, bad things have followed. The fisherman felt his chest tighten. That night, another accident happened. A child slipped near the shore and almost drowned. He was saved, but only just. The villagers began to fear the fisherman's name. He walked to the beach in anger and fear. I don't want your gifts, he shouted. Take them back. The sea answered. The water pulled away from the shore, deeper and deeper, until the ocean floor showed. Then it rushed back with force, stopping just short of his feet. She rose again. The mermaid stood before him, her face calm, her eyes ancient. How do I end this? He asked. Tell me what you want. She looked at him for a long time. The sea does not want gold, she said. It does not want fish. She stepped closer. It wants balance. He swallowed hard. What does that mean? Her voice dropped. A life was taken from the sea the night you saved me. She raised one finger. One life must be returned. The fisherman shook his head. Take me. The mermaid's eyes narrowed. That choice is not yours, she said. The waves behind her began to move in circles. By the next full moon, she continued, the sea will choose. Choose who? He whispered. She leaned close and spoke the final words slowly. Someone you love. Then she disappeared beneath the waves. And the fisherman understood. Time had started counting down. The